Hi, I'm Therese Markham from Tiny Talk in Warrington, and on behalf of babyandpregnancy.co.uk, I'm going to give you a brief introduction to baby signing. Baby signing is using sign language and meaningful gestures with pre-verbal children, helping them to understand and communicate before they can talk. From around 6 months, babies know that objects have names and they have the motor skills. They can use their hands, they're playing with toys, they're waving and they're clapping. They just aren't able to talk to you because their vocal cords haven't developed enough and they don't have the skills to be able to use their tongues and get the breathing right to actually physically talk. Therefore, they get very frustrated, and frustration leads to a lot of tears on their part and on their parents' part. What baby signing does is actually bridge the gap in communication from around 6 months, when then babies can use their hands, through to about 18 months when they actually have the skills and the ability to start to verbalise words. Babies are taught to form different shapes and gestures with their hands so they can let their parents know what they want, what they need, what they're thinking, even what they're seeing. No longer do you have to guess the cry. Are they tired? Are they hungry? Are they thirsty? Do they just want to cuddle, or do they need to have their nappy changed? This means we have happy babies, and happy babies mean we have happy parents. It's a common concern that baby signing will delay speech development. This is not true. It's actually the opposite, in fact. When you baby sign, you say the word. So you're giving the baby something to actually concentrate on, a word and a sound, as well as making a gesture and a sign with their hand. It's human nature to want to talk. What actually happens as a child gets older, when they are signing, they start to say the word. For example, my own daughter, when I showed her the sign for book, which is that, she started off going buh, buh, buh. Gradually her hands went together to make the sign for book, and she started actually to say the word book. When she could say book clearly, she didn't need to make the sign anymore. A great way to learn baby signing is actually in a baby signing class. The classes themselves, you sing a whole host of traditional and favourite nursery rhymes and action songs, making it fun and relaxed for everybody involved. There's also a great social time as well, which is as important as the singing and the signing for both the parents and the children alike. The signs that I use in my classes and what I use with my own daughter are based on British Sign Language. We've simplified the signs to make them easier for the babies to use with their hands. For example, the BSL sign for house is actually drawing a house. We just make the roof of a house. It's a lot easier for babies to make. My own daughter would actually precisely do this for our house sign. We do actually use one American Sign Language sign, and that's a sign for milk, which is like milking a cow with one hand. The reason being, the British Sign Language sign for milk is that, like you're milking a cow properly, but it's very difficult for babies to do. It's a lot easier for them to do, and it's also a lot easier for parents to remember as well. The reason we use British Sign Language is because it is a recognised sign language. It's recognised in this country. It's the first language of the deaf community as well, and it's a living language. My own daughter, Hannah, I started signing with her when she was 10 months old, and I was absolutely staggered when, literally 10 days later, she was signing milk back to me. It shows that she was absolutely desperate to communicate, and she went from strength to strength. By the time she was 15 months old, she could sign around 50 different signs to me, and she then started to talk, and she hasn't stopped since. I know from personal experience, from running the classes in this area, how rewarding baby signing is. I've taught hundreds of children to baby sign, so why not give it a go with your own child?